Just last week, out of nowhere, I was offered an acting role. It sounds like a great thing, however, it was really difficult to work out whether to say yes or no. I realised outside of being offered a major film, TV or theatre role, which of course instantly I would have said yes to, I didn't really have a crystal clear system for determining the kind of work I wanted to do. Who am I as an artist and what is important for me at this stage in my career? It made me realise the importance of having a clear roadmap for your career and thinking deeply about who you are as an artist and the stories that you want to tell. So here are some ideas to help steer your career and hopefully make it a bit easier to figure out when to say yes and when to say no to an acting opportunity. So the first thing I want to say is that if you're early on in your career, there are times where just saying yes to everything can be a great thing. Years ago, I interviewed a very successful theatre director, Lee Lewis, who said that the thing that established her career was saying yes to everything early on. For years, she just said yes to everything and just worked on anything and everything. When you're still early on in your career, you're in an accumulation phase where your goal is to make as many connections and get as much experience as possible. You've got to be a sponge. So if you're at this stage, saying yes and getting loads of experience is a great way forward. The caveat to this is that you always have to prioritize your safety and make sure you're not being exploited. Saying yes to everything means you're going to be saying yes to some unpaid and low-paying work. Always research the team and check that it's in alignment with your values and that you feel comfortable. Next up, it is vital as an actor to set out your values. As you navigate a career, these will be tested again and again. I encourage you to reflect on why you're pursuing acting and what you wish to achieve with your work. I don't mean your goals, we're going to talk about those next. I mean, deep down, why are you doing this and what do you want to contribute? Knowing what is important to you and solidifying your personal values will be a lodestar during your career. You may then decide to avoid promoting certain products in commercial work or avoid telling certain stories that you don't feel are in alignment with those values. Investigating who you really are as an artist and the kind of work that is important to you will then help you decide what to audition for and what to accept. After you have a solid understanding of your values, the next considerations are your goals. I see many actors wasting their energy, spreading themselves too thin, desperate for any role. Your goals should be laser-like in their focus. If you want to be a screen actor, getting experience in front of the camera is paramount. So if you get an opportunity to shoot a film and be on set for a week, but maybe it's not the best script and it's quite low pay, it may still be worth taking for the experience. Furthermore, doing a 6-month school tour may not be the best option for you. It sounds really simple, but it's amazing how lost we get as actors. If you have clear goals at the outset, you can then submit for jobs, audition for jobs, and accept jobs that all coalesce around your specific goals. Assuming a project is in alignment with my goals and values, there is one main consideration that helps me decide whether to go ahead. I heard this advice from Bryan Cranston in his book, A Life in Parts. He says, "Follow the well-written word and it will not fail you." Basically, if the writing is good, you will look good. The end. Great writing is the support system that underpins all great acting. For me, this is the most important factor in deciding on a project. Now here's the thing, great writing is different for everyone, but to put it simply, do you resonate with the words and do you feel excited to perform them? If the script feels clunky, difficult, and awkward, in my experience, that's exactly how it will feel and probably look in performance. Sometimes the writing is underwhelming, but it's worth taking a job to work with an awesome team. There is a chance you might be missing something in the script, and once you understand the director's vision, it all clicks into place. So if the script doesn't immediately grab you, but there is an amazing director or creative team involved, chances are this still could be an awesome gig. I personally put more emphasis on the script itself, but if you're working with a trusted team with a solid track record, then it's definitely worth considering moving ahead with the project. I always make sure that researching the team is a big part of my decision-making process, and I encourage you to do the same. So the reason I didn't start with career progression is because my belief is the best way to progress your career is to be good. In marketing, they say word of mouth is the most powerful form of advertising, and it's also true in acting. When great actors are coming through the ranks, people talk and get excited. So doing great work will actually help you progress. If you're offered a big role, but you don't resonate with the script or the creative team, it may be an exciting opportunity, but will it really showcase you at your best? I've seen so many actors accept roles thinking it's going to help their careers or they're going to get famous, but instead they kind of fall flat because they didn't actually connect with the role. Now, just wait a second. I'm not saying to text your agent right now and say that you do not want that Netflix job. The reality is a big gig is a big gig. If you get a chance to level up your career and have a swing at a huge opportunity, you probably have to take it. But making decisions purely based on the paycheck or the size of the production is not the best way to have a lasting acting career. Wherever possible, always make sure that you connect with a job on an artistic level. Last, but certainly not least, is money. We are artists and we love what we do, but we also have value, real, tangible value. And for most of us, our goal is for acting to sustain us, or at least to be part of our professional life. Money is therefore always an important consideration. For example, most of us are not particularly excited about shooting a new commercial, but booking a great commercial gig might translate into 3 to 6 months of living expenses, a year worth of acting classes, new headshots, etc. Remember that you're a small business and money gives you the opportunity to reinvest into your career. So yes, money is important. But even though it is very important, the reason I put it last on my list is because all the above considerations must come first. You should never take money or be tempted by money if it goes against your values. I know as actors, we can sometimes feel like puppets in the industry, but we're not. We are empowered storytellers and we have more autonomy than we may think. It's your career and your life, don't ever underestimate that. Now, if you are feeling excited to learn a bit more about how you can take your acting career to the next level, definitely check out this awesome video next. It's gonna be super, super helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.